The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
I'd like to call to order the Monday, May 13th, 2024 meeting of the Education Advisory Board. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chair Paula Wilson,
Here.
Vice Chair Nancy Panay, Jennifer Sullivan. Here. Erin Franklin, Nisha Mitchell. Here. Sergio Herrera. Here. Jenna Larson.
Here.
And Councilman Jeff Amara.
Here.
Awesome. I'd like to start the meeting with a certificate of appreciation to Jenna Larson. The Village of Royal Palm Beach presents a certificate of appreciation to Jenna Larson. She is hereby recognized and applauded for the unselfish contribution of her time and dedicated service to the Village of Royal Palm Beach, serving on the Education Advisory Board. Given with gratitude and heartfelt thanks this 13th day of May 2024 by the Mayor of the Village of Royal Palm Beach on behalf of the Village Council and all citizens of the village. Thank you, Jenna.
Group photo on that.
I'm sorry, I got you.
Would anyone like to make any remarks before moving on? Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Palm Beach County School District Legislative Update presented by the Chief of Staff, Jamie Wyatt. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Am I on? I'm on, right. I'm very delighted to be here tonight to give you the end of session report. I feel like I might need a booster seat, though. I might just stand. So don't mind me if you only see the top of my head. So I'm going to just go ahead and kind of roll through this. There are quite a few bullets, and I'm going to try not to read every bullet to you, just kind of give you a general overview of how the legislative session ended and where we are. I'm going to start off with some budget highlights, kind of the mundane stuff, but basically, factually, we increased per student funding in Palm Beach County. These are just numbers, about 2.27% increase, as well as our base student allocation went up by an increase of about 3.38%. And just we kind of pulled out some of the categoricals that were increased, just the ones that we find that are most important, from our safe schools allocation increasing and our mental health assistance allocation statewide, but $1.3 million in Palm Beach County. So those are some of the things that we definitely think were a point of interest in our budget highlights. So through this update, there are many bills, but we kind of condensed it and narrowed it down to the ones that we thought that you would think are most important and the ones that are most important to us. So starting with House Bill 1285, basically this one is saying that any changes that are made to our school grading model, which means the cells that are included and the model that they use, that the state has to let us know a year in advance, and then it would go into effect the following year. So they can't just switch it on you last minute. They have to give us time, at least a year beforehand. This is another big one. I know you've probably heard a little bit about book bans and all that kind of stuff, but this is really about book objections, material objections, and this was limiting the residents of a county who are not a parent or guardian of a student to only one book material objection per month. So that was something that was new and added into the legislation this year. We haven't had a whole bunch of that, but this is something that was added to the legislation. All right, this was a big one. This is House Bill 1473, which deals with school safety. There were a lot of things added into this bill. I've highlighted the ones that I think are most important. One being that, drone operations are not really allowed. There are some penalties involved for somebody flying a drone into one of our properties unauthorized. Another thing is we have students that attend dual enrollment programs through the colleges, and it is our obligations, one, notified by law enforcement if a student has something pending, that we are required to notify those certain acts to the institution while that student is attending. Something else that we've been doing as a district for quite some time is it requires us to keep very, very solid records of our emergency drills, our active assailant emergency drills, and there were other things in the bill in reference to locking classroom doors. Again, while this may be new to the state and now in statute, this is something that Palm Beach County has had in policy for a while, locking school doors and things like that, and keeping records of our emergency drills. What I would say is a little bit more clarified right now is that if an employee at a school violates any of these policies, or we do have to proceed with progressive discipline for personnel who knowingly violates any of the safety protocols that are put forth via statute or via policy. So that's something different. On the positive end of that, our administrators have a lot of responsibility, and there's a lot of compliance when it comes to safety. The state will come and visit a few times a year. They're required to come down actually, I think, 3 times over a period of time, and they are offering a $1,000 bonus that is eligible to school principals and charter school administrators for compliance with all those safety requirements. So they come in, they do a check. So in one hand, they're being very strong about progressive discipline if they come to a school, let's say there are a lot of things that are not in compliance, but on the other hand, if they're going to say, hey, we understand that those compliance issues are a lot. There's a lot on our principals' plates, and it's a lot to do, so they are going to kind of reward them with a $1,000 bonus, so that's something new. There's also a locked gate policy, and remember, a lot of these bills have not gone through state board rules yet. So when the state board rules come out, they give a little bit more clarity on some of these statutes in reference to, let's say, a gate being open or closed or locked, because right now, locking our gates at the schools is something that you see in this new language. However, there's some language around, we have these school state reports called FSAT reports, where we put everything in there relating to safety in our campus, and there could be some exceptions about why a particular gate may be open to a parking lot, etc. So that's still kind of playing out, and probably will play out a little further when the state board rules come out. Okay, the next 2 bills we're going to talk about are our deregulation bills. One is Senate Bill 7002, and the other is Senate Bill 7004. Senator Pasadena, right? Yeah, Pasadena was the senator that originally put forth these bills. In essence, it was trying to kind of level the playing field for public schools. Last year, I think you'll probably remember, there was a number of legislative changes, and it was very, very challenging for public schools, and the amount of requirements and things that they were being asked of. And I think this was trying to kind of level that playing field a little bit and take a little bit off of the plates of public schools. While not everything made it through, originally the bill had so many pieces to it. There are quite a few things that both the Senate and the House finally wound up agreeing upon and put into Senate Bill 7002 and 7004. Some of the things are like more compliance, bureaucratic type stuff, where like posting notices of school boards can be done on our official websites instead of having to do it in the county website or a newspaper. Minor things like that. They talk about staffing the emergency sites like during a hurricane. While we're required to have those sites available, we're not required to staff them. Pretty sure we'll probably still staff them with our staff. Talks a little bit about the school bus armed camera program, for us being able to take those funds and use them towards maybe hiring bus drivers. So little things that are trying to make our lives a little bit easier. So these were good bills for us. One of the things that comes up, not just with discipline, but in the past, we've had to notify parents over a lot of things, like, for example, student suspension or dropout prevention or something like that, and we would have to do it via like certified mail or mail. And so it's kind of getting with the times that we live in a digital world, and parents oftentimes prefer to receive things digitally. It allows us the ability to get permission to send things via email or text, et cetera, et cetera. Also, it gives some flexibility in general, like school districts that are doing well academically or doing well financially, kind of lessening the number of reports that need to be sent to the DOE. There's a lot of time spent on reporting, so it's kind of taking a look at a tiered approach to say, hey, if you're doing well financially, you're in good financial health, we don't need to see it 3 times a year or 4 times a year. So there's some academic reports and some financial reports that have been, there's some criteria around less reporting around them. Thinking about, just looking what else is kind of really important. Just making it easier for teachers, some fees for certifications, particularly like with our exceptional student education, knowing that that's a really hard position to fill sometimes. It's hard to find special education teachers, so making it easier by waiving those fees. And then another thing that kind of helps us as we're beginning to build new schools. You've probably heard we've had quite a few new buildings opening up, just suspending the cost per station limits until 2028. So there's only a certain amount of money, that we can spend per student when we build new schools, and that was supposed to go to 2026, and then those limits would have changed, and now it's kind of hold until 2028. Again, 7004 is another deregulation bill to make our lives a little bit easier. It used to require that, it's really for virtual instruction, but it requires that now we have an option to go through either FLVS or to contract with a private provider rather than the school district having to provide it. We're also, we have to offer VPK over the summer, but now we're also, again, making it easier for us, being allowed to contract with private providers. So that was something that is kind of, again, helpful. Previously, our students had to be, I think it was like 17 or 18 before they could take the high school equivalency examination, but now they're allowing 16-year-olds to do that, to be able, like, if we know that they're gonna leave and go and try to work or do other things, they're allowing them to take that exam with parent permission at 16 years old instead. That's pretty much pretty big. And then I'm gonna move out of the deregulation bills. Like I said, there are a couple more things in there related to people progression, but I don't wanna read every bullet. This is an interesting, that's sparked a bit of conversation. This is Senate Bill 1264, the history of communism. And this bill doesn't really go in effect until the 2026-27, and the state is going to create the curriculum for it. So districts are not required to kind of put together what it is, what the expectation is, and I think that we're all kind of like holding until the state does that and comes out with rulemaking around that. What I will say that at our high school level, teaching that we do teach some of that content in U.S. government, and there is a requirement around the 45 minutes of instruction on victims of Communism Day. The bill does state like a K-12 education. So obviously we're looking for something that's going to come out that's going to be age appropriate, just not quite there yet. This is another one that's raising quite a few questions. This is House Bill 931 around school chaplains being allowed to come on campus. Now, there are lots of policies around and criteria around what a school chaplain would have to do in order to be able to come on campus. What I will say, the School District of Palm Beach County at this point is not looking to move forward. It is not required, and we have such a robust mental health. We have BHPs, behavior health professionals, in every one of our schools. We have a robust program for mental health for our students, and we feel confident that those individuals are trained and trained appropriately to be able to work with our students. So we are not moving forward with that, while it is something that is an option for in-state statute with the bill. This is kind of uneventful, Senate Bill 883, short-acting bronchodilators. It took me a while to learn how to pronounce that word, but I practiced it. And this is actually something good for students because they can carry it by themselves. We do have a lot of asthmatic students, so this is something that's really quick-acting that a child can have on them, and school districts also can purchase them in bulk and keep them in the nurse's office. So this is a positive bill we see. Again, this is another bill that allows certain organizations, House Bill 1317, the patriotic organizations. The state provides a list within the statute of like 9 particular organizations, but Ms. Solnit and I have talked, because I'm here with Ms. Solnit tonight. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention that Ms. Rita Solnit is with me. She's my federal lobbyist, but she does a lot of state work for me too, and helps me through. We kind of went through the legislative session today, and I told her, Rita, jump in. Whenever I forget to say something, she's very knowledgeable on the federal level and the state level, so I appreciate her being here today. So I'm sorry, Rita, I forgot to do that. Just make sure you jump in. But we had talked about, there's actually a link to a longer list. The thing that school districts need to be careful of, while we don't want to discriminate against any organization, we want to make sure we're following state statute and using organizations that are eligible or meet the criteria. At the same time, we want to protect our students' time, right? There's a lot of individuals that want to come to our schools and get in front of our students, from patriotic organizations to you name it. So there's this balance between having folks come in and share their knowledge and bringing good things to the table, with sort of protecting the time of having constant people interrupting the scope and sequence and the curriculum that we're trying to put forth. But this is something that was added into the legislation this year. Senate Bill 732. This is, this is good. Every time, this is called the GATE, the Graduation Alternative Traditional Education Program. And anytime that there are alternative paths for our students to be able to graduate and get technical degrees, et cetera, certifications, this is always good. And this is particularly for students that are dropping out, have withdrawn from high school, and the state wants to provide another opportunity to earn the CTE credentials while also completing a standard high school diploma. So there's a lot of information here. There's like scholarships and startup grants, and so right now our district is like digging into it, decide like, when do we need to fill out the grant? Is it, do we meet the criteria? We have West Tech and all sorts of other adult learning opportunities and centers for us to be able to do this work. So we're kind of digging into it and hope to get the grants in by August so that we can provide more opportunities for students that are leaving us. And we want them to be able to come back and get those degrees, or those diplomas, I should say. So this is just Senate Bill 917, Career and Technical Education. Last year, it used to be required that every school provide a career fair at the high school level, career and industry fair, and while we still are going to do that, the state is just saying that we could also use other opportunities, other networking opportunities for students in place of that career fairs. But interestingly enough, we have just went into a wonderful partnership with the Junior Achievement, and they're actually going to organize and host a career fair for every one of our schools. So we don't see any reason not to do the career fair, but it just provides a little bit of flexibility on that requirement. This is, it kind of depends how you look at this one. This is the employment curfew for minors. There's lots of different opinions on House Bill 49. It does loosen the restrictions on employment for minors, and specifically among the 16 and 17-year-olds, and it allows them to work more than 30 hours per week, but obviously with parent consent. And parent consent or consent of the district school superintendent. It exempts students in home and virtual education programs from the requirement of the bill. Again, a lot of mixed emotions about that particular bill. And really, those are the major ones, and I would say this was, as my state legislators would say, my lobbyists would say, this is a really mild year in terms of legislation and things that impact the school district. The deregulation bills were something that we really appreciated, and it sounds like, and I know Ms. Solnit will agree, that next year they're gonna take some of the things that didn't make it into the dereg bills this year, right, and go back and try to bring them back forward again, and just allow us to focus on teaching and learning, keeping our children safe and their mental health, and taking away some of those things that are a little bit less important and taking up the time of our educators. So while, again, there's other bills that have been passed this year, and again, the governor has not signed off on everything, and rulemaking is still to come, I think these are the ones that stand out the most that I just wanted to give you, to brief you on tonight. So I'm certainly, Rita and I are here, Ms. Solnit and I are here for answer any questions that you may have. Happy to answer.
Well, Ms. Wyatt, Ms. Solnit, we thank you for your time and presenting us with this information. It was really informative. Are there any questions from my fellow board members?
Hi, thank you. Thank you for presenting tonight. As you probably know, we are a listening board. We are a liaison to the Village Council, as well as to the community at large. So as the details that you provided are wonderful, but if you could, is there anything that you would want from this presentation or from this session that you would want to communicate out to the parents and the community in Royal Palm Beach? Or is there anything that the elected officials here at the Village could help the school district with at this time? You said it was a mild year, so maybe not, but.
The only thing that I would say is I think we felt kind of good about the fact that we're already doing a lot of the things that came out, particularly in the area of safety, just to know that we were moving in the right direction by making our policies around locked doors prior to this bill even coming out. Just the overabundance of safety precautions we put into place between our metal detectors this year. And I think, just pushing on the fact that, our public schools are really safe, and our superintendent has gone above and beyond to what the law has required in the past to make sure that families feel comfortable to be in our schools and know they can drop their kids off, and their children can come and they're going to be safe, and that there's very good protocols and practice in place. So I think that's always important to speak to that. Again, if you get any questions, I think the chaplain's conversation is going to come up in communities, and I think it's important for you to share that we have nothing against chaplains at all. We think it's a wonderful thing. We just really don't think it's necessary in our school district, and I think it's important to say, again, what a robust system we have for mental health support in our schools. We have an equity and wellness department that has put together so many amazing things, and we have therapy dogs and behavioral health professionals and all sorts of programmatic things, and we just don't really feel that we need to do that. And there may be some questions that come up like, well, why not? Because some people are starting to call and, can I come in? So that's just something I think you should be able to support this, that the school system really has what they need right now in reference to that. Ms. Solnit, is there anything that you can think of?
I think you hit every topic.
Yeah, I think so. Mental health is, they do. Yeah, I can't think of anything else really that stands out as, I'm just popping through it really quickly. Again, I think some folks are getting really concerned. It depends who you're speaking to about, what does that mean my child's going to be, taught communism? What does that mean? Is it good, or how are they going to be taught, and what does that mean? And I think that I would ask them to just take a breath. Sometimes things sound a little scarier than they are, and this happens quite often when legislation comes out. And I will tell you, that happened when book challenges first came out, and everybody was very uptight about it with good reason, for whatever reason, whether, on either side of whatever opinion you may have. But I think that our district always handles things very logically. We're always very transparent with our community about the processes that we have in place to make sure that we're making good decisions for our kids ultimately. So I think this is another one of those things that we have some time before this hits us, and whatever we do, we will always implement with our children with the most common sense, where we're following the law, of course, but in a way that is good for kids. So I think that's always important to mention. But I think those are the main things this year that I would say. It was a light year. It was a good year. The deregulation's good. We hope to see more of that in the future.
Well, if there are no other questions, we thank you again
You're
so much for your
welcome.
time.
Thank you so much for having me. It was my pleasure. It was nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
And then we'll transition now to our Central Region report.
First time with a chair. Used to it. As always, I'm so happy to be here this evening. This is our last meeting of the year. Believe it or not, it's hard to believe that we are getting ready to close out another fantastic year, class of 2024, and congratulations. Our newest graduate is going to be graduating on Wednesday, so we're going to start by sharing with our Village of Royal Palm the fact that we have our Royal Palm Beach High School's graduation is scheduled for this Wednesday at 1 o'clock at the South Florida Fairgrounds, so we hope to see you there, as always. But again, thank you for having us, and if I want to add one more piece, with what Ms. Jamie White, our Chief of Staff, had mentioned. A lot of the mental health support that we provide our schools is really thanks to our voters. With a referendum, we've been able to provide so many resources to our schools, such as what Ms. Wyatt had mentioned. But if it wasn't for the voters and being able to provide passing the referendum, we wouldn't be able to provide those resources. So we certainly are ahead of the game, so thank you for that. Greetings from Superintendent Burke, as well as Deputy Superintendent, Chief of Schools, Mr. Tierney, and of course our Ms. Andrews, who is so active all the time. So greetings from her as well this evening. Here with us is Dr. Let me say that again, Dr. Vivian Green, our instructional superintendent for elementary schools here in the Village of Royal Palm. She was just awarded with a doctorate degree, and we are very, very happy, as we know, not only in the Village of Royal Palm, but also in the Central Region and throughout the district. We're lifelong learners. And so we too continue to work on our degrees, even post-master's degrees. So congratulations. We also have several of our principals here with us this evening. Thank you for being here, not only from our charter, but also from our elementary schools, as well as Ms. Fleming, who is getting ready for her graduation on Wednesday. As I mentioned, every month, we do anchor our work around the strategic plan from the school district, and we've been working diligently to execute those objectives and initiatives in a way in which all students will be able to be educated, to be affirmed, and also inspired before we graduate them. So we're going to do our tour of our Village of Royal Palm Schools, starting with, of course, Cypress Trails. As you know, Cypress Trails is unique with our house system, and so be as it may, we want to congratulate the yearbook art contest winners from each grade level. As you can tell, the first place is all the way to the right. And so teachers and staff voted for their favorite, and each one of the students were able to earn 5 house points, which is a big deal. The first place winner, that design will be on the front cover of their yearbook, and the runner-up will be on the back cover of their yearbook. So there are 2 winners. Just a reminder about our School Advisory Council meeting. The next meeting is next school year, so it'll be somewhere around August. Also at Cypress Trails, families enjoyed March Family Game Night. We want to thank their business partner, Mind Games, for teaching families about those great games to play at home to be able to improve learning and problem-solving skills. As you know, it does take a village and partnership between home and school. Their amazing teachers planned the evening and also led a session on using applications to help their child succeed. Moving over to H.L. Johnson Elementary, the Jaguars share their love for reading with each other on the Read Across America Day, which is March 1st. H.L. Johnson students in grades 3 through 5 actually visited our VPK through 2nd grade classes and read to the primary grades. So what a great partnership, and role models from our older students in the school to be able to read to the younger students. Their next SAC meeting is actually this month, which is May 29th. Also, H.L. Johnson, as you know, the Village of Royal Palm Beach students, all of the elementary 5th grade safety patrol did travel to Washington, D.C. this year. Unbeknownst to me, private jet. I mean, we're getting really high end over here. Back when I took my kids, we used to, either the train or commercial plane, but your students here in the Village of Royal Palm, they go with private jets. Anyway, so just a reminder about the Washington, D.C. trip not only serves as a culmination of academic and leadership experiences for the patrols at the elementary school levels, but it's also a lifelong memory that they will have. 4 of the students were also selected to participate in the Unknown Soldiers Wreath ceremony, which is really amazing. If you haven't experienced that, I have when I went with my former school, and it is just something just absolutely amazing. Also, their 4th and 5th grade students performed in the spring musical Finding Nemo Kids. There were over 700 that came and watched their students perform in this wonderful musical, and both nights were sold out. Every student took part. They created the sets for the production, decorations, and this was a lot of this was done during their STEAM fine arts classes. They are very, very proud of their Jaguars and can't wait to next year's show. It is a great experience for the students and also for the staff. Moving over to Royal Palm Beach Elementary, the Bobcats enjoyed Frozen Treat Friday with guest scoopers, Ms. Gaddy and Ms. Fong, at Royal Palm Ice Cream on April 26th. They have been a great business partner this year, donating many gift cards and certificates for free ice cream to help the Bobcats always do their personal best. Their next SAC meeting is May 15th. Bobcats also celebrated school volunteers during their annual Bobcat Volunteer Appreciation Breakfast. They help their school, volunteers, as we know, always helps the school maintain the happiest place on earth, even happier. Pictured here are Bobcat Volunteer of the Year, Jennifer Greer, and PTO Vice President Crystal Voucher. Also, the kindergarten roundup was held on April 9th. Both in the morning and in the evening sessions. They were both well attended. As you know, as an entire district, that it has been one of our most important pieces and add-ons that we started last year, and really taking advantage of reaching out to our community and inviting our youngest learners to be able to come not only register to school early on, but also receive one of those pre-kindergarten kits so that parents can assist the students between now and August to prepare and be kindergarten ready. For our students that came in last year in kindergarten, we did observe and notice in their data that they came much better prepared than in years past. So it is working, and all we're doing this year is enhancing the great work that was put in place last year. Also, future Bobcats enjoyed their signing day touring the school, and they met their future kindergarten teachers. Moving on to our, what we call the glue, right, here at the Village of Royal Palm, Crestwood Middle School, the glue between the 3 elementary schools and Royal Palm Beach High School. They salute the very own 2024 Carson Scholar recipient. So Adrian Barnes, an 8th grader, representing Crestwood Middle School, is a 2024 Carson Scholar recipient. Adrian had the opportunity to not only ask Dr. Ben Carson and author James Patterson a thought-provoking question at the Carson Scholar Banquet on May 9th, but also was able to meet his wife as well, Mrs. Carson. And so if you look at on the left side in the photo, you have Adrian with former U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. Ben Carson, and his wife, Mrs. Carson. And then on the right, you see Adrian super proud of his recognition. Also, on April 27th, the National Junior Honor Society and Girl Code Club members participated in the Palm Beach County Youth Summit at Palm Beach Lakes High School. More than 800 middle and high school students registered, and also students were engaged in workshops. They entertainment, games, prizes, and enjoyed spending time with, of course, you know who, Mrs. Andrews, our school board member that is everywhere. Also, the robotics team, those are the Soaring Eagles over there. They, the Crestwood Sea Perch team, the Seagulls, came in 2nd place at the Sea Perch robotics event at Nova High School in Broward County on April 6th. Their team qualified for the International Championship to be held at the University of Maryland in May, the end of May. So we wish them a lot of luck and success. Also, continuing to celebrate their success, over 440 students were recognized on April 9th for achieving growth on their ELA PM1, meaning the progress monitoring state assessment between 1 and 2. And great accomplishment for them, but I do want to share with you that we are currently, during this month of May, our students are in testing mode, not only completing their state assessments, the Progress Monitoring 3, their final one, which is the end of year assessment, but also our older students are also completing the end of course exams, as well as semester exams. Now, we know that their art program over at Crestwood is second to none. And so 19 Crestwood student artists showcased their talent at the district's Spring Art Dazzle on April 18th at Fulton Holland Educational Services Center, which is our, what we call DAC, our district office. Students' artwork will remain on display until the end of this school year. Huge thanks to the parent volunteers for making this happen and helping out by being able to take the artwork there and help post it. So we're very proud of our Eagle artists. Also, our Eagles, and I know that Mrs. Wetzel was there at that time, experiencing the solar eclipse safely, that is, with the appropriate eyewear. So on April 8th will forever be etched into their hearts that they actually experienced a solar eclipse. Many of us experienced a solar eclipse the last time. For these younger students, they really weren't, they were too young at that time. So for them, it would have been the first time. So it was a great, great experience and learning opportunity for them. Also, we are very pleased to let you know that Crestwood Middle is also a PBIS model school for 23-24. And so you have which is the school-wide positive behavioral interventions and supports. That's a model school for that. And on the picture, you have the lead teacher to the left, Ms. Daniels, and also the district PBIS specialist, Dr. Murphy, and of course, awarding Crestwood its new status. So their next school advisory council meeting is scheduled for next school year. And now our Crestwood students are Eagles paying it forward. So on Monday, March 25th, the National Junior Honor Society volunteered at the 2024 school bus poster day event, which was sponsored by the Palm Beach County Behavioral Health Coalition at the Royal Palm Beach Bus Compound. So our students are also paying it forward. Now, in addition to the huge graduation coming up on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, I do want to share with you that we are extremely proud to say that Royal Palm Beach High School is top 40% best high schools in the U.S., according to U.S. News for 2024. So that is something extremely exciting. Not only that, but also named School of Excellence for 2023, 2024. So congratulations to Royal Palm Beach High School. And then we call a Royal Crafter. So you know they're so artistic at Crestwood that we have no other choice but to bring that art over to the high school. And so the Crafty Wildcats attended the school-based enterprise fair, which was held at the district office to sell items that they made in the classroom. Some of these items included handbags, keychains, greeting cards, butterfly magnets, etc. So this was a really fun-filled but also successful event for our students. And as you know, they have a very active DECA program. And so the Wildcats participated in the DECA International Career Development Conference that was on April 26th through May 1st. 10 DECA students traveled to California for the DECA International Career Development Conference. 5 students qualified to compete in the categories of business finance, financial consulting, quick serve restaurant management, and school-based enterprise. And then also students attended leadership workshops where they networked with other DECA members and business professionals. So our DECA members from Royal Palm Beach High School joined other 22,000, there were approximately 22,000 other DECA students from across the world in this event. So what a great opportunity and exposure to our high school students. And then, of course, they discovered that Palm Beach is hosted by the Royal Palm Beach High School Marketing and Entrepreneurship Academy students for a day of learning about careers in hospitality and tourism at the Boca Raton Resort. So students explored the resort, attend the Q&A with a panel of hospitality professionals, and fine dine. Their next SAC meeting is May 21st. So what's amazing about all the opportunities that we provide our students, especially at the high school level, is the exposure to so many possible careers to really just, have their heads thinking forward. So, and that's all I have to share from Central Region. Are there any questions?
Just quickly, you said Royal Palm High scored in the top 40%. That's great. Congratulations. Yes, there's so much good going on. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks. I have Principal Miller from Western Academy Charter to share some remarks.
Great, thank you. Good evening. So I have some highlights to share from Western Academy Charter School. In March, our safety patrol also went to Washington, D.C. It was a first ever trip for us, and it was very successful. Our students actually saw President Biden leaving the Capitol building with the Prime Minister of Ireland. So that was really awesome for them. So we plan on doing that again next year. Also, Western Academy was designated a Florida School of Excellence, again for the 7th year in a row since the inception of that designation. In April, we ran our lottery for next school year's enrollment, and we have a full roster of students, and with our expansion of a new kindergarten, first and second grade cluster, that'll bring us to about 715 students for next school year. And this week, we are finishing up our state testing, and some highlights to share. The scoring ranges from 1 to 5, 3 being on grade level, 4 proficient, and 5 exemplary. So our 3rd grade reading scores, we had an 88% pass rate with an average scale score of a level 4. So we're very proud of our teachers and students. In 6th grade, our reading score pass rate was 88%, and our 7th grade reading pass rate was 83%, also with an average scale score of a level 4. And then our 3rd grade math scores were an 83% pass rate. Our 6th grade math scores were at a 98% pass rate. Last year, we were first in the district with our 6th grade math scores, so I'm hoping it'll stay that way with a 98% pass rate, and our average scale score was a level 5. Our 7th grade math pass rate was a 91% with a level 4 average. And then our 8th grade math scores were at a 92% pass rate with a level 5 scale score average. And then we have our algebra, geometry, and civics students taking their end of course exams Tuesday and Thursday of this week, and then finishing up some science makeups, and then we will be finished with state testing. And then we have some fun things coming up for our students for the end of May. We have our 5th grade dance, our middle school dance at the Cultural Center, which is a great event. It's very fancy. The kids love to dress up. We're looking forward to that. Our 8th graders go on their grad venture trip to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios this Friday, and that goes until they get back at 4:30 in the morning on Saturday. So that's a special treat for them. One great thing about being in a kindergarten through 8th grade school, we started this tradition where we have our 8th grade graduating students, the last day of school, they put on their caps and gowns in the morning, and they parade through the hallways, and we have our little kids cheering for them outside with confetti, and they clap, and it's just awesome because the little kids make such a big deal out of it for them. And then all the teachers get to see their students from years ago graduating. We've also invited our WACS alumni seniors who are graduating from high school this year. So I know we have some of them coming, so that'll be great to see them too. And of course, you are all welcome to attend if you would like. It's a happy occasion. It's the last day of school at 8:30 in the morning. And then we have our 8th grade graduation the last day of school too. And then just some things we're working on this summer include a new teacher training program for our elementary model, the innovative class model. We're doing a professional development plan for our leadership team to develop our teacher leaders and build their capacity. And then we have some teachers attending the Ron Clark Academy workshops over the summer. And then Western Academy is also holding a summer camp, and that's open to the public. And I can't believe it's the end of the year already. Congratulations on your graduation, and I wish all of my fellow principals a very restful and calm summer. And the same to you. I look forward to serving our community next year also.
Thank you so much for sharing, Principal Miller. You guys have a lot of good stuff happening at Western Academy, so we really appreciated hearing about it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other principal reports? Principal Salter?
All right, good evening, everybody. I have 3 things. The first thing is there was a slight misunderstanding. At Cypress Trails, we did not travel via private jet to Washington, D.C. What I meant was we travel privately, meaning that we use a tour company, do fly, coach, I guess, right? But anyway, that's what I meant. So I think there was a misunderstanding. Even though our students deserve to fly, first class, private, but, right, I know. Second thing is congratulations to Western Academy for being a Florida School of Excellence. Cypress Trails, Royal Palm Beach Elementary School, and H.L. Johnson also were named a Florida School of Excellence for elementary schools. The criteria for that is that 2 of the last 3 years, schools in their category rank in the top 80th percentile in the state. So as your 3 public elementary schools, that's very proud to have all 3 schools rank in the top 80th percentile. And that's according to grade 3 through 5 state testing data. And then the last thing is also on behalf of Royal Palm Beach High School. Both of us, Cypress Trails and Royal Palm Beach High School, were named one of just 2 of 220 schools nationally to be recognized for Imagination. So Imagine Learning is a program that is used for our students that are beginning language learners. When a student comes to us, if they're assessed at a beginning speaker level, they don't use iReady reading. Instead, they use a program called Imagine Learning, and it's helping them with their skills that they need to learn the English language and then to become more successful academically. And so we receive these awards and those designations for our usage of that program. And I know, speaking personally at Cypress Trails, we use that program with fidelity, the same as we use iReady for the rest of our students, and it really drives our success to be a school of excellence, to be A-rated. So congratulations to Royal Palm Beach High School. They received it for their use of the high school program, correct, that they use. So yeah, so a lot of proud things going on in the village. So thank you all. Have a wonderful summer, and thank you, Chairwoman Wilson and everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Again, good. Yeah, come on, Principal Getty, of course.
Okay, so first I want to thank Mrs. Fleming for inviting us all to come to the graduation. It's really special. It's really one of my favorite nights of the year to be up on the stage as a feeder pattern principal and get to see students that we had in the elementary school finally graduating from high school, and it just makes you so proud. On that same note, my other favorite event of the year will take place this Friday at Royal Palm Beach Elementary. We invite all of our former Bobcats back to elementary school who are graduating from high school and college. And they march the halls. We're all out in the hallways with pom-poms and everybody's cheering. And again, it's great to see those kids. This will be the first year that we have a 3-time parade participant who just graduated with her master's degree. So she'll be coming back to walk with us, along with countless students from Royal Palm Beach High School, Wellington High School, Seminole Ridge, all over the place. So we're really, really looking forward to that, and I'd love for any of you to join us who are available, 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. Come a little early to get your pom-poms.
Thank you so much for that invitation. It sounds like a great event. I think that's all for the principal's reports. We'll move on to the school liaison reports. Although this is not my school, I would like to congratulate Royal Palm High School on your lip dub. I truly enjoyed watching it. I thought it was really informative and well done. So thanks for sharing that. Yes, you guys did a great job. And I look forward to the talent show at Cypress Trails and the 8th grade graduation ceremony at Crestwood. Are there any other school liaison reports? Okay, so now our student council report, our last one, Jenna.
Aw. All right. Oh. Good evening, members of the board and everyone in attendance. I'm so happy to be here this evening for my very last meeting. This is one of my shorter reports as the year's kind of winding down, so sorry. Okay, so on April 1st, we did film our lip dub, and I'm very, very proud to say it is now up on the internet. So if you look up RPBHS lip dub, you can find it and see all the programs and all the different clubs that we have at our school. It's kind of a really fun, informative video, but also just really celebratory, very exciting. So please feel free to watch that, and we just had a great time filming it, so hopefully we can do it again next year, bring it back. On April 8th and 9th, our executive board conducted our interviews for our incoming members, so I have a little announcement about that later. On April 20th, we hosted our Crystal Gala prom night, so all of our seniors and juniors had a great time. April 29th through May 3rd, we hosted our final senior week for our graduating seniors. This included dress-up days like College and Career Day, and Once a Wildcat, Always a Wildcat. And then from the student body, a couple things. So our last day for seniors was May 3rd. And then this past week, we had all of our senior events. So we had Grad Bash, our senior breakfast, and even a Rapids trip. That was a great amount of fun. Our senior awards night is tomorrow, May 14th. And then, as you guys mentioned, our graduation is going to be Wednesday, May 15th at the South Florida Fairgrounds. I cannot wait to see all of you guys there. And then, beyond that, I just really wanted to say that I enjoyed every moment that I had on this board. It was an incredible learning experience for me, and it was such a privilege to work with all these fellow members and all of our principals in attendance, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything, all the support that you've given me in my school, especially, I know Miss Andrews isn't here today, but we really appreciate her, and also Mr. Hamada, we really appreciate you. I just couldn't have asked for a better leadership experience for my senior year, so thank you guys. Beyond that, on April 15th, we started our SGA campaign week. So all of our new elections were taking place on the 19th. And our new officers were inducted on Friday the 10th. So with that being said, I am very excited to welcome our new Student Council President for the next upcoming year, Alexa Costa. If you want to come to the mic.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alexa Acosta, and I will be serving as SGA Student Body President this upcoming year, and I'm very excited to serve on the board next year. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're very excited to have Alexa, so very excited for the things that come next year, and I'm sure she's very excited to serve on this board, so thank you guys. I yield the floor.
We look forward to having you next year. And Jenna, thank you again. You represent your school very well. Okay, are there any statements from the public at this time? No. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the March 11th meeting?
So moved?
All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, motion passes unanimously. As far as old business, I'd just like to say that we had a wonderful time with our scholarship interviews, and we look forward to presenting those 10 recipients at the Village Council meeting on Thursday. So if that's it, this meeting is adjourned.